Well, would you look at that? Explicit violence and gore. Well, welcome to my first episode for my side project LP on the game Resident Evil. This is a good old classic game from the mid-1990s, one of the early things that really persuaded me to go and buy a PlayStation. Oh, just look at that. This is going to be the Director's Cut version, Director's Cut DualShock version, released in 98, it looks like. Originally looks like it was released in 96. And the idea behind this one was to have a version of the game which not only used the DualShock controller, but also added a couple of different modes. There was the original game, the beginner, which was an easy mode, and Arrange, which was a harder version, but it also rearranged the items around, put ammunition, keys, crests, everything like that in different places, and gave different costumes for the characters. Now, my idea of playing through here is I'm going to be doing the original game, because that's the one I remember the most. It's the one everybody thinks of when they think Resident Evil. Now we have two options here, Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. Now, both of these characters are options, and I don't know which one is really intended to be like the canon version of the storyline. I think neither, really. But the way it worked out in the original Resident Evil was that Chris Redfield was sort of like a hard mode for Jill. Now, I don't know if that was intended by the developers. I'm kind of thinking that it wasn't, but it did definitely turn out that way. And I'm going to be discussing that a little bit later on in the game. But for now, I'm going to play as Chris Redfield, because it was a little bit more of a challenge, and I really don't want this to be too easy. Now we're going to go sit down and go through the early cinematics of this.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Chris? Take care.
Take care! The dialogue in this game is so cheesy. It's almost unbelievable. Like a really bad B-movie from the 80s. And I guess it sort of works to the appeal of it, but you know, history doesn't look too well on that kind of thing. A little bit of the technology side of this thing. As you may notice, we have a polygonal character wandering around on a two-dimensional plane. Or it's a three-dimensional plane, but he's wandering around on a two-dimensional image, which is the background. It's a pre-rendered background. And I don't know if it's just like hand-drawn or if it is some sort of more advanced computer render. I don't know. But it kind of creates an unusual control scheme and sometimes frustrating camera angles. Now, I know a lot of people really hate the camera in this game. They say the camera and the control scheme just horrible. Now, I'm going to go and say, no, that's not really the case because it has to be that way. And it really adds to the sort of aesthetic appeal of this game. Very horror. Like, look at this. These camera angles are very, like the kind of thing you'd see in cinematics rather than just a video game. I'm going to go equip a weapon. He doesn't have a gun for some reason. He has a combat knife. Now that I'm ready to go, let's wander through this door and see what's going on. We gotta go investigate a gunshot. Some really weird stuff has been going on around here. We gotta go check it out. Wonder what's over here. Oh, well, hello, sir. Wait, hold on, what are you doing? Aw, dude, you just got the shampoo. Okay, we have our first zombie. Now, I could stay here and try to stab him, but you know that's not really going to work. The knife is a piss-poor weapon. So I'm going to hightail my ass out of here. Fortunately, the zombies in this game do not follow you. But I'm going to haul ass. These door opening things, these are actually loading screens.
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
Okay, Jill and Wesker are gone. Jill, remember, is the other option as a playable character, and Wesker is just one of the other characters in the game. Jill left her gun here, though. So whatever happened to Jill, she left her gun behind. Okay, we have a Beretta. Let's go and equip that, if I can get the menu to open. Let's go check this out. Now what we have here is a Beretta 92F, which is a sort of common 92FS, I'm sorry. It is a very common 9mm pistol. It may be more commonly known to people in the military, U.S. military, as the M9. It's essentially the same weapon. Oh, I wonder what happens if we go outside this door. Everything's good. Oh, damn it! Well, I'm not going out there. And I doubt Jill and Wesker went out there. Something else I got to introduce to you here. Over here we will find ink ribbons. Now, what good does an ink ribbon do? Well, if you go up to a typewriter, and there are a number of these things around the game here, you use it as a saving thing. Okay, I'm not going to be saving right now. Now, I'm going to be cheating a little bit during this game. Rather than using the normal ink ribbon saving things, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break, and I'm going to be using the save state feature of the PlayStation emulator that I'm using. It's just a little convenience thing. It's not a... Please don't give me crap for that. I don't think my heart could take it. Now that we got our gun, our Beretta, I'm going to go back and do something about that zombie. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, notice there's not a pool of blood around his body, so he's not dead yet. Okay, that ought to do it. Yep, when a blood pool pools out from the side of the zombie, that means it's dead. Now, let's check out our ammo. How much ammo we have left. Only 8 rounds. Wow. You do have to be careful how much ammunition you use, because it's very limited. Okay, we're gonna go. We found Kenneth, a guy of the Stars Bravo team. I'm going to... Oh, good. He has a clip. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time discussing the backstory, what's going on up to this point. I'm not going to reveal too much or anything. I just feel like it's necessary to elaborate on what we've seen so far. We are in a fictional Midwestern town in the United States called Raccoon City. Now, over the past several weeks, a number of murders have occurred in Raccoon City. Like a gang of cannibals has been going and attacking people. Also, wild dogs and stuff have been witnessed going around and eating, been witnessed like attacking people and stuff. So, you know, this is not a good thing. So rather than calling in the National Guard or anything, they sent the STARS team. STARS being an acronym for Special Tactics and Rescue Squad, a division of the Raccoon City Police Force, specially trained to deal with horrible stuff like this. Well, you make you wonder what the hell small town police force is really trained like that for, but hey, I'm not complaining. There are actually more zombies. There are actually 2 groups of STARS members. STARS Alpha Team and STARS Bravo Team. I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. I'm going to have to stop this for a sec. Okay, where was I? Aside from killing this zombie. STARS Bravo Team was sent to investigate the murders, which appeared to be coming from the mountains to the north called the Arklay Mountains. Well, so Bravo Team went out there, and after a day or so, it was realized that, oh, they disappeared. What happened? Oh, no one knows. So let's send the Alpha Team to go and investigate. Oh, this is part of a puzzle. I'm going to be doing this later on in the game. Just decided to do it now, because, you know, I'm here. Bravo team disappeared, so the Alpha team was sent out there to investigate. Not a bad idea. Unfortunately, they didn't know what they were getting into, and they were attacked by those zombie dogs outside of the mansion. If I remember correctly, there are a bunch of zombies in here. Yep, I can hear them. Well, everything went to shit, and half the members of Alpha Team died outside. The only members who made it inside in this version of the game, anyway, would be Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Albert Wesker. Albert Wesker being the leader of the group. Oh, that is an ugly son of a bitch. Another guy named Barry Burton, who they thought had made it into the mansion and would have in the Jill version, disappeared once they got through the door, so we don't really know what happened to him. Oh, there's two of them right here. This is my last clip, I better make the most of it. Some of the things you can do to preserve ammo is once a zombie goes down, use the knife on him until he gets back up. That way, maybe you'd save a bullet, you know. It's a meter did the sound disappear. No, it didn't. I just hit the mute button. Okay, I don't have a lot of ammunition left, only 6 rounds, so that's not good. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing this as sort of a live commentary. The story of this game is a little bit simpler than a lot of the other games I do LPs for, so it doesn't really require me to think over what's going on too much. Carving of a helmet. We're going to have to find a key with a helmet carving or engraving on it. But since I'm doing this as a live commentary, I may not always know when I'm going to be ending an episode. So if I don't sign off or sign in at the beginning or end of any episode, try not to hold it against me. Oh, okay, I'm going to bring this episode to an end here as I walk through the door, though. So, see you next time.